What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News Morning Talks. What's up, everyone? I'll let the chat load. There we go. But man, let's talk about some boxing. We got one on the chat. You are the first, the one. The one turns into 12. Let's multiply. I'll let it load. We'll get up to 30 or 40 or so. This is my 30-minute morning talking hour. Live, love, laugh. Counterpunch to you. Kevin Lopez is in the house. What's up, brother? Counterpunch. Elias. Yo, what's up? Kevin Lopez. What's up, brother? Hooligan Music, I finally catch you live. Here I go, live and in style. New news, you're absolutely right. It's always about new news. Even if it's old, it's new news to the channel. Mackenzie Daily Betting Tips. Salute. Andre James, what's up, brother? Jane K. Soup Alvarez. Frolian Fabian, good morning. Fabian in the house, you damn right. Fabian's in this piece. Chris Serrano coming in, stepping through, showing that love through and through. What's up, guys? What's been going on with you on this Tuesday, man? It's day of 7. It's dark, it's cloudy, it's cold, but it's not windy. Bear shit. What's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. Joshua vacates the WBO. He may vacate. It depends, though. It all depends on what happens now. There's no reason to vacate if Tyson Fury doesn't. If he fights Deontay Wilder, why would Anthony Joshua vacate? See, here's the whole thing about gratitude, people. If you know you're already a unified champion, or you're already in control of certain things, you need to respect what you already have. And I think people forget that. You know, if you keep striving for more and more and more, but you also have the obligations for the things that you already have, that's what you should really focus on. And you're missing the plot if you think, well, you know, I want the WBC, but I got to drop the WBO to get it. That makes no sense. You're still unified. I mean, you know, then you're just fighting a fight. So the question you ask yourself, does the fight that everyone wants to see, is it Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury because it's undisputed, or we just want to see the dudes fight? Jenner, counterpunch to you, brother. Don't think AJ thinks rather fight and lose first. OG from Philly, salute. What's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. Cujo, what's up, brother? Counterpunch. The Roos theory, man, everything's good, man. It's kind of, the weather's kind of weird, though. So it's like, it's cold outside, but it's hot inside. You know, that's the problem with weather in the South. Like, it'll get to a point where it's cold at night, it's cold in the morning, early morning, but then if the sun comes out, which is weird because the sun's not even out, you know, it is what it is, though. Ex-Con, what's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. Mark David Muego, what's up, brother? From Cali. I need to get some of that Cali weather, though, man. I ain't been to Cali in a long time. I need to get out that way. Arlette, what's up? Counterpunch to you from the NY to the C. I was been watching that Power Book 2, Ghost. It's pretty good because it pretty much, you know, picks up where the last series or last show left off, which is cool. Big D London, what's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. Big D in the house. But yeah, it's good. It's good. I was kind of stoked on what happened last. I'm not, I don't spoil stuff, but I was kind of disappointed. But I mean, it all rolls in together. It all rolls in together. So I think I'm on episode 5 already. But X-Ace 99X, you the man, Kurt. Gloves are off. Gloves are off the sweet science. Appreciate you, brother. Little Green Eyes P. Liverpool in the house. Nice. I think you would make a great commentary. You get crazy with it. I do. Hooligan music. I do. I like to get it like a little Stephen A, a little Teddy Atlas, little Max Kellerman, all combined into one. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do. You know what I mean? It's like, if I was going to rate myself or whatnot. What do you think the AJ Fury fight may be in Saudi? Yeah, because they got the money. So really, you can screw all that noise with, oh, it's going to be a big British showdown. Well, they're going to be British fighters, but that don't mean it's going to be in Great Britain. Not if they ain't coming up with the money. Look, ideally, it should be in Wembley. You know what I'm saying? Because you need a certain amount of people that's going to fill the stadium. That's a stadium fight. That's not a 14,000 seating Saudi Arabia fight. No, just because they have the money. It should be much bigger than that. Everybody and their mom should be able to come. They should have extra seating for people on top of the 90,000 so we can see the grand, what's the word? Exposure of the whole deal. Oh, wow, it's traffic jam. Potential, that's what I'm looking for. To expand the potential of the fight. Opinion on WBO's idea of letting undisputed fight happen, but then winner needed to vacate it for Joe Joyce versus Usyk. Well, it's like this. If Tyson Fury doesn't want to wait around for Deontay Wilder, why should Anthony Joshua wait around for Tyson Fury? Of course, I know it's the fight we want to see and all that, but if you take us out of it and you look at just what's cool and what ain't cool, what's right and wrong. What's right is everybody that needs their just due, what needs their turn, their opportunity, should get their opportunity. I don't want to hear commentators talk about AJ was rocked by so and so, as if Wilder hasn't been rocked in several fights. They've all been rocked. They're all heavyweights, man. People throwing these bows. They're throwing these bows. You can say, man, Andy Ruiz got a good chin. He wasn't rocked. Well, hell, he was dropped. Shit, that's more than being rocked. He was dropped. You hit a man with a left hook and you knock his big ass off a 267 pound frame. Come on, man, that's power, so they all get rocked. It depends on who you favor. A lot of people. I just finished the video about Andre Ward. That shit's coming up soon. You know what I mean? Lindsey Crawford, counterpunch to you. Respect all fighters, but I think Fury. I think Fury takes his time. Fury likes a nice little balance, I believe. Tyson Fury is the type of guy, if he has a fight that's somewhat difficult or a big fight or a high caliber fight, which is only twice, right? He ain't been with bigger fights. He's just been in 2 huge fights or big fights. Vladimir Klitschko was huge. Deontay Wilder was big. So those are top fights. If you notice, after Vlad, he really didn't do anything. He started, falling apart and stuff, and all that. You think Usyk can beat Joshua or Fury? Yep. Usyk can beat probably anybody. There, I said it. But it's a heavyweight division. Can he get caught and knocked out? Of course he can. But does he have the skills to beat those guys? Yes, he does. You know, you can say, oh man, he can't handle Joshua's punch. Well, maybe he can if he gets caught. But that's what the skills are what sets him apart. Well, Peter Thomas. Wilder has disappeared because Wilder, I think, is still dealing with stuff. He's still dealing with stuff. I mean, he did a few interviews for a small, shorter time, and then he went off. He fell off the map again. Yes, he did. I mean, so something else is going on with him. Maybe, but then maybe he's keeping quiet because this mediation. You know, maybe he's doing it because of that reason. Maybe he ain't saying much. But I mean, when Wilder don't speak, his channels are going to speak for him. Those Wilder worshipers, the WWs. Fury can't handle fighters who charge at him. If they get inside, Fury is finished. I don't know. Fury's good at wrapping people up, though. But you have to think about someone like Otto Wallin. Why I think that Tyson Fury saying, hey, yeah, I'll knock Joshua out in 3 rounds. Well, did you knock out Otto Wallin in 3 rounds? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, how tall is Otto Wallin? 6'4", 6'5"? He's a pretty tall guy. Why do you think Wilder is not popular as AJ? Because of his FA, because of his management team. They didn't believe in him, so they didn't put him in there with fights like Klitschko. Now, I was told that he wanted the Klitschko fight. Obviously, his management did not. So, between what I was told, that Wilder wanted to fight Vladimir Klitschko, based on what I was told, and that's going to be a members-only interview, right? I'm going to drop that real soon, so stay tuned for the members. Wilder said he wanted that fight. I never heard him call out Vladimir at all. We've heard what his manager said, so why would your manager have more voice over the fighter? But whatever, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it is. Mark David Muego, you go to my page and you'll see the join button, and you hit the join button, and you have different tiers. That's how you become a member. AJ versus Ruiz 3 in Madison Square Garden 2022 after AJ gets disputed. Yo, that would be big. That would be big. I would like to see that. But then, it's like, part of me, though, look, Andy Ruiz has fought Parker, Joshua. That's it. Right? I want to see Andy Ruiz improve himself. I want to see him redeem himself in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, if you're ducking 40-year-old men, that's not a redemption move, bro. That's a bitch move. That's a duck. That's a sad duck. Because you're ducking a man that everyone talks shit about that's being so old. You duck him. So I want to see Andy Ruiz really do something else, honestly, before getting another opportunity to hit the jackpot like other fighters wish and would die to be in the ring with Anthony Joshua. Yes, what you loved interview yesterday talks. Appreciate you, brother. Alec Wood. Glad you enjoyed it. Love from India. Sanju Kumar. Counterpunch to you from India. I got King Kong Ortiz. Ortiz, the only 40-year-old ducked. I know, man. Look. And you hear that shit time and time again. He's old. And then you got Andy Ruiz ducking him. That shit don't make sense. Giuliano Zamboni, greetings from Brazil. Lee Foster, appreciate it. You talking about the one with the knowledge? Yeah, it was a very good interview. Depends on how much step aside money it was. Appreciate it, Lee. It depends on how much step aside money. If it's M's, like if it's hundreds of thousands, I like no. But if it's M's, yeah, because you have to have something worth waiting around for or worth risking your position for. Because understand, you think Usyk is just going to sit back and wait for John? No, he's going to fight other fighters. And in fighting other fighters in the heavyweight division, still a new division for Alexander Usyk, you have to live with the reality that something could happen. You could lose. Okay? So that's one of those situations where the reward has to be worth the risk to sit around, because he could get beat. And if he gets beat, he loses that. He'll be another Dillian White. So he needs, if they want that fight that bad, give him step aside money. Ex-Con, welcome to Counterpunch Silver. That's it. You've been counterpunched with membership. Go to the membership, the community, and you'll see the tabs of the special interviews from the Counterpunch Silver. Appreciate you, brother. Kick BT. What's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. IBO belt doesn't mean anything. Nah, it doesn't. I don't even know. You know, I mean, you get it with the rest. I guess it's a package deal with the other three. It's crazy. I don't know if he could. You know, I mean, I don't know if he could get him to become that dude, but who knows? Ring Magazine. Ring Magazine is a little different. It's a little different than the IBO. It holds more weight by far. It's a lot older, you know. But understand, the belts that these fighters hold, the fighters give the belts prestige. Like the WBC wouldn't be the WBC without Muhammad Ali. Okay? Yeah, that's a popularity belt. Exactly, easy bands. But who had it? Who had the Ring Magazine? Tyson Fury. Who else had the Ring Magazine? Terrence Crawford. Who else had the Ring Magazine? Roy Jones Jr. Those are the type of things you have and you see. And when you think of the Ring Magazine, you think of those guys that I mentioned. You are consistent in views and insight of boxing. Well worth it. I'm aboard, brother. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate your support. Counterpunch to you. Ex-Con. Welcome him to the community. CPN in the house. True, never thought of that. Yeah. I mean, all those belts are the same way. That's why, honestly, it's like the WBC belt, popularity-wise, is declining. And me, personally, if you want to get to the nitty-gritty, I wouldn't really give a shit if Joshua got the WBC belt or not. I would be very impressed if fuck that belt. Fuck that WBC, because you WBC guys are a bunch of crooks. And I don't like you. If someone just as powerful as Anthony Joshua said something like that, Isaac, the United States, U.S., South. Imagine what that would mean for the WBC. That shit would crumble. We be crooks. Yeah, that's what, we be crooks. We be cunts. Mark David Muego, welcome to the Counterpunch membership community. We got another one, peeps. D-Town Blaster, what's up, brother? D-Town Blaster's in the house. Mark David Muego, listen, go to that community. Check out the members only interviews. Good stuff. Classic stuff. Specific, particular stuff for the membership, for the community. Also 147. They all gotta have big fights. Yeah, but see, if people, let me tell you about the welterweight community. All right, let me tell you about the division. All right, here's the problem. The problem is that all those fighters at the PBC, they give you the perception, and these channels are guilty of it too. They give you the perception that the PBC are the only, I want you guys to listen to me, are the only credible fighters in the welterweight division. See, you would think, oh, well, Al Heyman has all the welterweights. That's not true. That's not true at all. He does not have all the welterweights. He has a lot of them. But all the welterweights means, well, he doesn't have Khan. He didn't have Brook. He didn't have Jeff Horn. He didn't have Jose Benavidez, which was undefeated. He didn't have Mean Machine. And none of those guys, except for Brook and Errol Spence, or Brook and Sean Porter, have fought each other. And Brook has beat Sean Porter. All those other guys, we don't know how they will go and line up and compare to those PBC guys, because those PBC guys only fight PBC guys. So it's easier for you to think, and people want to get you to believe in your mind that, hey, Danny Garcia beat all those guys because they're not in the PBC. Counterpunch. That's what they want you to believe. Keith Thurman is better. Keith Thurman, Danny Garcia, Sean Porter, Errol Spence, they're all supremely better than the guys Terrence Crawford fought, or guys outside of the PBC banner. You see what I'm saying? It's easy to say, oh yeah, they're better because they haven't fought. You're just talking shit. But there's no proof behind what you're talking about. You're saying these guys can beat Mean Machine. Put Mean Machine in there, all right, Red Cash. Let's replace Red Cash with Mean Machine and see what type of fight you would have gave Danny Garcia. You see what I'm saying? Those things here, Ryan, what's up, brother? Those things here is a problem. And it's all about perception. It's what you're trying to get people to believe. And as long as they want you to believe that Terrence Crawford ain't fought nobody at the welterweight division, even though he's knocked out 5 motherfuckers in the welterweight division since he came to the welterweight division, got the WBO strap, right? Fought and got that strap by stoppage in the 9th round by Jeff Horn. That gave Manny Pacquiao problems. That decision to Manny Pacquiao, okay, we got to remember that, even though I think Manny Pacquiao won, but that don't mean he didn't give him problems. That didn't mean he didn't hit him at all, right? He bullied little Manny all around the ring because he was a big-ass welterweight. That's why he went to 154. But before going to 154, he got his ass whooped by Terrence Crawford when Terrence Crawford went up there, right? But now everybody want to fight Manny Pacquiao. But why, though? Why do you think he want to fight Manny Pacquiao? 1, because he's old. 2, because he's a legend. And 3, because he was once upon a time with the PBC. He was conned by Floyd Mayweather into believing and tricking him into believing he was going to give him a rematch for a super fight, and Floyd didn't want that at all. Floyd changed his mind on him. So now he's a part of the PBC. So it's politics. So politics, age, and legacy on top of money, because Manny, you're gonna get some bread fighting Manny on top of those other guys fighting each other. AKA super dope. He should retire. He should really retire. That's right. X-Ace 99X. If the fighters want to fight each other, they'll fight each other. Phil Holleran, what's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. Let's see. Compare Bud to Spence, not Danny. Well, I mean, Danny has fought Spence. Spence is a very good fighter. Spence is coming off a layover and bad accident. So, Luke, I'd be really surprised if AJ and Fury next fight. Seems they're too much in the way and too many things can go wrong. Luke, you're absolutely right. Again, knowing that, why would we, look, I know we want to see that fight, we want to see all these big fights, but at the end of the day, it's well, why would you Why would you harp on that? Yeah, we can wish for it and this, that, and the other, but let's look at the reality of the division. What's going on? What's really happening? And what's really happening is that these guys have other obligations. Anthony Joshua is a unified champion. That means he has other obligations. He has to secure the belts that he already has. Nobody else has done that in a very long time, except Anthony Joshua. Not even Andy Ruiz. He's got the belt, but he never defended the damn thing. Okay? So the only person that has acted like a champion, besides Deontay Wilder, is Anthony Joshua. But even Deontay Wilder doesn't know what it's like of the experience of holding and defending multiple belts. You know what I mean? So we have to see what a fighter does in each and every position. Counterpunch. The AJ will fight Usyk, and Fury will not fight another. No, well, Tyson Fury's just holding out for that money. Kurt versus AJ versus Prime George Foreman. Who wins? Oh, I don't know. Maybe AJ, because Foreman, you know, he was rather awkward. He was just a hard-hitting guy, but he was an awkward dude. Muhammad Ali used to call him the mummy because of the way he fought. You know, his arms go way back here. You know, not saying he couldn't box, but I mean, he was just an awkward fighter. It is what it is. AJ underestimates the style making fights. Coming close to set, so I gotta put this shit on. Oh, I'll hate this. I'm a Fury fan, but now a fan of how often he fights lower level competition. Well, I mean, you know, Caballero, dude, you know, yeah, he beat Chisora. Oh my God. Who didn't beat Chisora, though, now at this point? Chisora's a gatekeeper for a reason, people. You know what I'm saying? So, Caballero, you fight Caballero. Yeah, set. Layla Ali versus Clarissa Shields. Who wins? Layla Ali in her prime. You gotta understand something. Layla Ali is a lot bigger than Clarissa Shields. She's a big girl. That's Ali's daughter. You know? There's an age difference, a big age difference. Now, you wouldn't think looking at them both because, you know, Layla Ali takes care of herself. She's very fit. She's very fine. And she's, you know, well put together. She has good genes. So she don't look it, but she realistically, man, she's like 17 years older than Clarissa Shields. She can be a mother. I wouldn't be mad at Fury versus Povetkin. I wouldn't either. You know, because at least it's somebody that we know. You go around calling people big dosses and bums and shit houses, but your resume is shallow as shit. You know what I mean? Fight some of these guys, then you can beat them. Then you can call them a shit house, a bum, or whatever. You know? Wilder versus Joshua, who wins? Depends on who lands first. If Joshua can get that punch off, if Wilder can get that punch off. If Wilder hits Joshua, depends on how hard he hits him. Now, if he hits Joshua like he hit Dominique Brazil, it's game over. But if Anthony Joshua can catch Deontay Wilder, he gonna put them combinations together and finish him. Okay, because if you hurt Deontay Wilder, you just got him. You better take him out. He's tough. He's gonna take some shots, but he ain't gonna give you shit back. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't have that type of motor skills. That type of, you know, he's not that type of fighter. He has to catch you from a distance. He needs distance to land that right hand. If he ain't land at the right hand, it's almost like a bazooka. If a person's trying to kill you with a bazooka, he has to get a back far enough away to launch the fucking thing. Exposeaholic. Wilder versus Fury 3, bigger fight than AJ versus Fury. Man, you are tripping. You are tripping. Exposeaholic. Let me counterpunch you. You are tripping. This man said Wilder Fury 3 is bigger than Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury. Dude, impossible. Yeah, he gotta be. His ass had, man, that's some funny shit. That made my day. Exposaholic, I appreciate it. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. You sunshine on a fucking rainy day. And it's raining like hell here. Thank you for that. Thank you for that shit. That shit was hilarious. That shit's funnier than the comedy show I'm gonna go to this weekend with Michael Blackston. You motherfucker. Oh man, wow. The Exposaholic. I might make a video right from you. Where you get, look, I know you've been listening to Blue Blood and them. They believe that shit because they make money off of it. You really believe that shit. They don't believe that shit they're saying. You know what I mean? I can hear him saying it. Tyson Fury versus the Bronze Bomber, once beaten, once cheated, Wilder, will be bigger than Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury. Man, wow. Let me tell you something. Bigger in what way? Bigger in shit talk? Maybe that. Maybe bigger in shit talk, but money, fans, popularity, revenue? Hell no. Dude, are you out of your fucking mind? Dude, for one, they can go to Saudi Arabia and get couple hundred million apiece. That's more than fucking Wilder was promised to fight Joshua in 2 fights. Counterpunch. So how the fuck is he gonna make that type of money? What did Wilder make when he fought Tyson Fury the second time? We ain't gonna talk about the first, it's too embarrassing. I'm talking about the second. How much money did he get? Let's go. Tell me. Was it 20 million, 30 million? How do you compare $30 million to 85 million? Fuck that, 100 million. Come on, man. Make this shit make sense. You tripping, dude. You're tripping, man. Oh my God. Man, on that note, you know, I'm rolling on set, so I gotta turn on this junk. But Exposaholic, man, I appreciate you guys. Hey, you guys be safe. Hey, that's some funny shit. Look, I appreciate it. Exposaholic, thank you for coming on. Thank everybody on the chat, the new silver members. Watch the live behind the scene footage content. You won't be disappointed. We will see you tonight after our wrap. You all have been Counterpunch. Be blessed and have a great day. Peace. How do you watch the members? It's on the community. It's just for you. It's going to be a tab just for you and only you can see it. Peace. Punk